Hello there. My name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. This could be the day that we have a lot of fun. And hopefully you two have a good day out on the links today. Match play golf happening right now. Let's do this. Oh, that's no good. All right, let's see how he does. Setting up for our third shot. I'll take that. This is about 185 yards or so to the pin. This one might be in a bad place. And that approach was a bit wayward. And this one's anyone's guess. He's in the sand. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. All right, this one for double. Oh, man. And this putt's going to put him one up. Oh! This one's just 3 feet. Oh my, that's slightly embarrassing. All right, my only advice is to just sink this for quad and immediately forget about this one. Just a little too much pace on that one. All right, here we go. This is the last putt of the hole, right? Right? Ooh, those ones usually drop. You must have, I don't know, did you rush it? I don't know. 5-foot putt coming up. Oh, man. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And after that first hole, tough break, you're one down. Well, this tee shot should work. All right, let's send this ball away. Well done. Second shot here on the 11th. Decent approach there. Okay, second shot for him on this one. This is his third shot. Oh. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. Oh no, it's right by the hole. Let's see what he does here. He's putting for par. Oh my. And he's lining up this bogey putt. We've got this putt to win the hole. And we're ending this hole with a bit of a tap. And we are all square after that hole. All right, tee this one up and stick it on that green out there. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. And that'll do. Grab your putter. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Seven iron on display here. This is a super long putt. No two ways around it. Let's see how you do. Ah, no good. And if they sink this, for the birdie. And your friend is just one up after that hole. This tee shot should play. Here we go. Let's let this one go. I'm not positive. Could be rough. Could be fairway though. And he will set up here around 140 to the pin. Here's our second shot on the 13th. Safely on the green. Well, well, let's see how he gets out of this one, shall we? Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Setting up a 12-foot putt here. Went right by. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. And finishing this one with a good putt. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. This one's fairway bound. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Yeah, that's unlucky. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. And this will be his second shot.
Welcome back to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. We're picking up at the 4th hole. Let's get into it. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And this putt to move into the top 10. Oh, that's a ripper. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Just hammered that through the line. 7 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And this effort by Justin Thomas. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Trailing by 4 strokes. We have a par 5 on this one. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Handy effort, that one. And let's have a look at Tony Finau from earlier.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Playing from around 230 yards. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Lexi Thompson currently on top of the leaderboard here. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This for a birdie run.
And now at 3 under overall. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one. A really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot. The bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Putting for birdie. Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Yep, well done. Well, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
2 strokes off the lead with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to need to put something special together.
They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Always think about taking one more club when playing to an elevated green. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
This is an extremely long putt. He might even have to hinge on this one.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. Sitting at -3, currently tied for 3rd. Let's take a look at this from just a couple of moments ago.
Holing this one out.
Three feet to go here to the hole. And that's for a bogey. He's in a share of 7th place. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to the 12th hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And this one is for his par. And now we go to the 13th, where this happened just a moment ago. Lining up for his 3rd now. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Finds himself in a share of 7th. Lovely effort, that. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Sitting up here from about 155.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Attaboy, good shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
That was a gallant attempt. And this putt coming up for his par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. At -2, going along nicely today. Time to face a par 4. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas. And back to the play, shall we? And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's disappointing. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
Looks good off the blade. For the par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. like they're going with the pitching wedge. This would be a great up and down from this spot. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Seems like they got an abundance of swing thoughts going on there. Perhaps paralysis by analysis. And there's highlights aplenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. Wonderfully played. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. That's frustrating. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Well, that's a handy shot. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Going with the 7. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And with it, that concludes his event. That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round. And I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Rich, how do you see it?
Even though Ricky won last time, he hasn't been at his best lately. So this is a massive opportunity for his opponent to knock him off his perch.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the course with the live action. Second shot on the second. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
This one's online. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
It's just about 3 feet away. Oh, that's a clutch par. Currently a couple under for the round. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Opting for the 6 iron. That's tidy. This putt is for a sheriff second. Oh, so close. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that was a safe play. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
And that's a long-range bomb, and rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 sixth, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Opting for the 3-wood. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to the action. And here we are with the third shot. Currently a shot off the lead. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. And this putt to move into a tie for first. And with that, that's their fourth birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. The par 4 seventh, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt is of 9 feet.
A little birdie look in here.
Wow, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. He's currently tied for first. We head up a hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And that should secure the par on this one. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently tied for first place. And he's down there. You got to read.
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Ooh. Putting for a par here. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines Southridge, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for a birdie.
Going with the pitching wedge here. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 8 feet to the cup.
Now this is important. This for par. These are on rails, looking good.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field, alongside Xander Schauffele. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Sitting at -4. Currently tied for top spot. Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, good job. Nice par. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. That wasn't your best effort, was it? Putting for par. That was a gallant attempt. And this one will be for bogey. He's currently tied for 3rd.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Quality shot, that one. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 shot back now. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, time to return to the action. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Well hold. Let's move on. Currently at -3 for the event. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here. Had a fantastic drive.
Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Well, this will be a good putt to hole and a chance for 2nd place.
And with only 4 holes to go in this event, Luke, this is a good opportunity, big moment for this player.
Yeah, it was a narrow miss. And a chance to move into a tie for 2nd here.
A big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
And the putt drops now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
Ooh, this is getting fun, isn't it?
16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, just missed. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
This one for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that hole, the standings have this player in second place behind Tiger Woods.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Needs to make a move soon.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Birdied their last hole.
Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for second. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well played, mate. What a good opportunity you've got here. Let's hole it.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
It was on a good line. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. Putting now for a bogey. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front. It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Couldn't come at a more opportune time as well. Currently 2 back. Make the eagle, tie for the lead.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Well, there you have it, Henny. This player was unable to take them down before, but now they've finally done it. They've won this rivalry.
Indeed they have, Luke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They took that saying to heart and they came out on top.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Love watching this player around the greens.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Playing from around 210 yards here.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
That should find the sand.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
What a disappointment. And that puddle drop. Well done.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters. For the modern game, Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Second shot here on the fourth.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here.
Looking really good.
That's outstanding. What a putt. And with it, he moves to 1 under par.
leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Opting for the 5-iron. Now, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Now 4 back after that hole. The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. This one's going right at the pin here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
They've got this left to tie with Harold Varner III.
Oh, so close. This is a par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that should secure the par on this one. Currently 1 under for the event. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. This shot from around 210 yards.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, steady now. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Pebble Beach has a stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
Left. but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Going with the 5-iron here. This should play. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
A putt for a place in the top 10.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
This one's going to the right.
Well, what happened there? That's going to find the water, sadly. Sitting at 1 under. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Time for the 5th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. This next putt for double bogey. Ooh, nice line. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry.